Happy Devil's Wednesday. This is the Woo Report. The Woo Report. Morning Woo edition. Streaming live on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, Twitter Live, and Twitch on the Let's Go Devils Network. Coming to you live from the bunker in the Primetime Radio Studios in an undisclosed location in beautiful New Jersey. As we wait for Game 5 set tomorrow at the Rock. Series tied up 2-2. Devils coming back in the series, getting themselves back in the series. Now it's a best of 3 with the Devils having the home ice advantage. But why? How did they get there? Well, tonight's, or actually not tonight, it's this morning's title. Sorry about that. I'm not used to this morning woo. I'm still waking up, by the way. This morning's title is named Jack Hughes is a Rangers Killer. He really is. Jack Hughes is a Rangers killer. Since his career began, it just seems like every game Jack Hughes' name is on the score sheet. So you wonder if that was going to continue into the playoffs. Jack Hughes. But he's had an impact. Remember 2019, Hughes or Capo Caco. Capo Caco is more NHL ready. He's bigger. He's stronger. He's going to be an elite winger. And then there's little Jack Hughes, projected to be a generational player. And Ray Shero, then GM of the New Jersey Devils, it was a no-brainer. It was Jack Hughes all the way. But the Ranger fans started to clap and cheer because they thought that they got the steal of the draft. Which is really funny because Jack Hughes is now making them pay. Why? Because he is a Rangers killer. And for the next 15 years, I bet Jack Hughes is going to torture the New York Rangers. It's a dream that every Devils fan has been dreaming of since they were a kid. Since you were a kid, to have somebody like Jack Hughes, a generational player, who, by the way, is locked up for many years at a great rate, by the way, who cares about winning, and when he scores at Madison Square Garden, you know he's, I would say showboating, but he's just letting them know what they're missing. The kid line? Are you kidding me? The kid line, the New York Rangers are no match for the New Jersey Devils. Or the Devils are no match for the kid line. Or whatever. It's the morning. I'm not even thinking straight. But you get what I'm trying to say. The Devils' youth is looking pretty good right now. How about that experience? What about that playoff experience? Series is tied 2-2. The Rangers couldn't put the Devils away. The opportunity came in Game 3 when you put Akira Schmid in. Oh, be quiet, Stephen Engel. Try doing this. I didn't have to do this podcast. Anyway, good morning, Anthony LaPetta. All talk, Steve Engel. Yeah, you're going to make fun of me because I'm congested in the morning. I could have not done this podcast, but you requested it. So if I end this podcast right now, you can blame Steve Engel. Everybody. Anyway. But the Devils have Jack Hughes. And I think he's going to continue to just absolutely torture him. Torture the New York Rangers. Did it surprise you that Jack Hughes scored that first goal? 3-1 victory, Game 4. Steve Engel says you didn't do a podcast last night. Well, maybe it's because I had something to do. Anyway, the Devils, Jack Hughes. Let's look at his stats right now. Right now, in 4 games, he has 3 goals against the New York Rangers. One was a penalty shot, so the Devils didn't get shut out in that game. Then, Game 3 and Game 4. I would expect him to have a great game, Game 5. Steve Engel, he has a bad feeling about it because Steve Engel is negative. You got to keep it positive. Keep the positive vibes. Of course, just enjoy the confidence right now. The Rangers really have to play a perfect game against the Devils. They really do. And the Devils don't really need to play a perfect game. They just need to stop being so perfect and just keep putting the puck on the net. Keep driving to the net. Make Shesterkin go crazy. And then you got yourself a chance. Dougie Hamilton, game-winning goal in overtime, Game 3. Jonas Siegenthaler getting in the action. The Swiss through the Swiss cheese. Called by Chico Resch, good friend of the podcast. Max says, Rangers fans that say Kakko controls the puck like Yager are out of their mind. Yeah. Jaromir Jagr's on a different planet. Well, thank you, Anthony. Love the morning podcast. Yeah, it's allergy season, folks. It's allergy season. And I'm a little congested right now, but I'm still doing the podcast. Max says, underrated point. Akira Schmidt is so big, snipers like Panarin have to try to pick top quarters, and that's why they were missing high. Yeah, and you know what? They're holding the sticks too tight, too, because the Devils have tightened up their defense. The no-fun zone, the Rangers aren't having a lot of fun there. And the Devils, you know what? They are matching their physically against the Rangers. I mean, the Devils don't really need to out-hit the Rangers, but they need to answer the bell when shenanigans happen. And they have done that so far, to their credit. Timo Meier, he is a beast out there, using the body. And eventually Timo Meier is going to get hot. It's just a matter of time. But Jack Hughes, he will always be a Rangers killer. You can still be physical without sacrificing the transition game. Because, look, if your defense is physical, that one outlet pass can catch the Rangers on their heels of their skates, and it's gone the other way. And the Rangers looked gassed after 5 minutes in overtime. They couldn't keep up with the Devils' speed, and that's where mistakes happened. John Marino, NJ Devils fans, said Marino has been tremendous over the last 2. He has. And you know what? Marino's got a chip on his shoulder. Because the knock on Marino before he got traded to the New Jersey Devils, he wasn't a playoff performer. He has been nothing but a shutdown defenseman for the most part. Colin 226 is tuning in from Tampa. Tuning in from a Tampa to Newark flight. I hope to see you at the Rock, Colin. Steve Tarnas, Facebook Live, says LGD. Yeah, let's go Devils to you all. Jack Hughes is a Rangers killer. And aren't we... I mean, this is like... If you think about it, when Jack Hughes was drafted, we knew he was going to be good. He had his struggles. I wouldn't say he had his failures, but he had his growing pains. But slowly but surely, he worked his way up into an elite player. Possibly the face of the league. You can make that argument. In his fourth season. Granted, his first season was so weird. Cut short by COVID. His second season was cut short by COVID. Third season, he got hurt. The nasty, dirty hit by the Seattle Kraken. But he came back. And this is really his first full season as a New Jersey Devil. Earning his paycheck. Islanders pushing Game 6, says Max. We want the Islanders to give the Hurricanes some trouble, but the Devils have to worry about their series because right now it's anybody's series. If you ask me after Game 2, will the Devils come back? I actually said, yeah, I'm confident. But they got to put Akira Schmid in. And they did. Schmid's my guy. Schmid's been my number one for the last few months. And he's going to take this series. And also give Lindy Ruff a lot of credit. Because he made the adjustments when needed. Lindy's not perfect. But he's got the respect of the team. Notice that the Devils are never in a panic mode. Notice the Devils are calm. Notice that he put Akira Schmid in, who's probably the most chill goaltender of the three. Going to be dropping the podcast in about 20 minutes, an hour from now. Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music Prime, Audible, iHeart app for your daily commute. I got to head out. State of the Fan address tonight, 8:30 p.m. Eastern. I'm sure Nick has guests lined up. So I hope you enjoyed your morning woo. I better get some cold medicine. The allergies are just killing me. Maybe the morning woo should get Zyrtec to sponsor this podcast. Well, the media. Hello there. We'll be back tonight, 8:30 p.m. Eastern, State of the Fan address. Also tomorrow, America Whiskey. The big stage will be out. Game 5. I know Arlette is going to be stopping by the big stage in the middle of Edison Place. America Whiskey, 51 Edison Place. Be there, be square. Even if you don't have a ticket, come watch the game with us at America Whiskey. Till next time, this is the Woo Report. Let's go, Devils.